Seneca once said, "Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life." As Seneca reminds us, each day is a life in itself, and as one day culminates, we are offered an opportunity to close its chapter with introspection and grace. Today, we will explore 7 Stoic routine lessons that help us end our day with mindfulness, grounding ourselves in preparation for the gift of a new day ahead. Remember, while each lesson has its value, it's about finding those that resonate with you. Incorporate them into your nightly routine as you see fit, molding them to suit your journey. Lesson number 1, reflecting on the day's actions. This is not merely a mental exercise, but a transformative ritual. It's an age-old Stoic practice that merges introspection with intention, acting as a bridge between who we were today and who we aspire to be tomorrow. Every day we're presented with a myriad of choices, each one painting a stroke on the canvas of our life. When we reflect, we're not just revisiting these choices. We're stepping into the shoes of an observer, understanding the motives behind our actions and their subsequent ripple effects. Think about a simple interaction, like conversing with a colleague. Through the lens of reflection, you can dissect this exchange. Were your words driven by genuine interest or obligation? When they spoke, did you listen to understand or just to reply? This granularity of self-assessment can reveal deeply ingrained patterns of behavior, some of which we might be oblivious to. Now let's turn the lens on more significant events. Perhaps you were faced with a challenging decision at work or a disagreement at home. Reflecting on such scenarios allows you to discern whether your response was rooted in ego, emotion, or equanimity. Were you swayed by the desire for validation or driven by genuine concern for the greater good? But reflection isn't just about identifying virtues and vices. It's a gateway to deeper self-knowledge. By understanding our actions, we unravel the layers of our psyche, uncovering fears, desires, biases, and beliefs that influence our choices. For instance, if you found yourself avoiding a particular task, was it due to genuine concerns or an underlying fear of failure? If you reacted defensively in an argument, was it the actual issue at hand or a past experience triggering such a response? Incorporating this practice into our nightly routine has profound implications. It allows us to wake up each day with a clearer understanding of ourselves and a roadmap for personal growth. We become proactive architects of our character, rather than passive recipients of external influences. Lesson number 2, prepare for tomorrow's challenges. This isn't about forecasting every potential hurdle or filling your mind with dread for the unknown. Instead, it's about mentally equipping yourself to face whatever may come your way, anchoring yourself in Stoic resilience. The Stoics taught us about the concept of premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. It's a technique where you visualize potential challenges, not to foster anxiety, but to diminish the shock of adversity and to build a mental framework for handling difficulties. Seneca once said, "What is quite unlooked for is more crushing in its effect, and unexpectedness adds to the weight of a disaster." By preparing our minds in advance, we're less likely to be shaken when faced with challenges. Consider your day ahead. Maybe you have a challenging presentation, a difficult conversation awaiting you, or a decision looming on the horizon. Take a moment the night before to envision these scenarios. Walk through them in your mind, visualizing not just the events, but your reactions, your emotions, and your possible responses. Think about the worst-case scenarios, but more importantly, vision how you would handle them with grace, poise, and Stoic calm. For instance, if you're worried about a disagreement in an upcoming meeting, rather than focusing on the conflict, concentrate on your response. How can you remain grounded, ensuring the conversation stays productive and doesn't veer into the realm of the personal? By visualizing your calm demeanor and thoughtful responses, you're mentally rehearsing, ensuring you're better equipped when the real challenge emerges. It's also beneficial to reflect on the Stoic tenet that we control our reactions, even if we can't control the events. If you're anticipating a potential setback, like a delay in a project or an unforeseen obstacle, remind yourself of the Stoic principle. It's not events that upset us, but our judgment about them. Equip yourself with a mindset that sees setbacks not as failures, but as opportunities for growth and learning. By making this mental preparation a nightly ritual, you're proactively sculpting your responses, ensuring that even amidst unexpected turbulence, you remain steadfast, unshaken, and anchored in Stoic wisdom. Preparing for tomorrow's challenges is less about foreseeing every twist in the road and more about ensuring you have the mental fortitude and agility to navigate whatever path unfolds. Lesson number 3. Express gratitude. As the curtain of night draws near and the world begins its descent into quietude, our Stoic journey nudges us towards one of the most profound human experiences: gratitude. It's a practice that transcends mere thankfulness. It's a philosophical stance, a way of looking at the world and our place within it. Gratitude, you see, is akin to a lighthouse. In the vast ocean of existence, where storms of discontent and waves of desire constantly threaten to throw us off course, this beacon of thankfulness helps us navigate. It's a compass pointing towards contentment, urging us to find beauty in simplicity and wealth in the immaterial. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, often started his day with a simple question: what am I thankful for today? For a man of power and prestige, this humble ritual was a grounding force. By evening, as he reflected upon his day, the tapestry of his gratitude grew richer, filled with both grand gestures and quiet moments. Imagine the magnitude of this practice. In our daily whirlwind of activities, it's easy to get caught up in what we lack, what went wrong, or what could be better. Yet, each day offers a multitude of gifts: the melody of morning birds, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee, the infectious laughter of a loved one, or the mere act of breathing, of being alive amidst the grand theater of existence. Every evening, as you sit in quiet reflection, challenge yourself to go beyond the obvious. Dive deeper into the reservoirs of your experiences. Did you notice the patterns of shadows and light playing on the walls during sunset? Or the rhythm of your heart, a tireless symphony of life? Perhaps there was an unexpected message from an old friend, or the discovery of a song that resonated with your soul. Incorporating this expansive view of gratitude into your nightly ritual changes not just your perspective, but the very fabric of your existence. No longer are you a passive player in the theater of life, but an active seeker, hunting for moments of wonder, joy, and thankfulness. As the days turn to weeks, and weeks to months, this enriched perspective becomes a part of your being. The world around you transforms. Challenges, instead of daunting cliffs, become adventurous treks. Mistakes, instead of burdens, become lessons adorned with wisdom. And life, in all its unpredictability, becomes a dance of endless moments, each deserving of your gratitude. Thus, as you lay down each night, let your heart brim with thankfulness. Let it echo with the countless joys, both monumental and minute, that the day offered. In the grand narrative of Stoicism, gratitude isn't just an act, it's an art, painting our lives with hues of contentment, wonder, and ceaseless appreciation. Lesson number 4. Read from Stoic texts. With the moon casting its silvery glow, there exists a ritual that has fortified seekers of wisdom for centuries: the act of reading Stoic texts. This is not just a habit, but an immersion, a communion with some of the keenest minds that have ever graced our world. Stoic literature isn't just words on paper. It's a treasure trove of life's profoundest secrets. These texts, penned by thinkers like Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus, carry with them the distilled essence of human experience and understanding. Reading them nightly is akin to engaging in a philosophical dialogue, where timeless wisdom is shared, one passage at a time. Imagine sitting across a warm fireplace, and across you is Seneca, speaking about the nature of life and time. He might remind you, life, if you know how to use it, is long. How often do we bemoan the lack of time, when in fact it's our mismanagement or lack of mindfulness that eludes us? Such insights, when reflected upon at night, can shape our actions and perspectives for the days to come. Or perhaps you'd stumble upon Marcus Aurelius's intimate musings in his Meditations. It's as if you're peeking into the personal journal of a Roman emperor who, despite his immense power, grappled with the same human concerns we all do. One evening, you might read, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." In a world where pettiness and animosity can be rampant, what a powerful reminder it is to uphold our dignity and integrity. Every night, as you open these texts, it's as though you're entering a grand, timeless hall where Stoic philosophers await your arrival, eager to share their insights, challenge your beliefs, and provide solace. It's a dynamic, enriching conversation that spans across millennia. But it's not just about passive consumption. The act of reading Stoic philosophy invites contemplation. It's an invitation to question, to debate internally, and to mold these insights to fit the unique puzzle of your life. Perhaps one evening, Epictetus's words on control resonate deeply, urging you to discern between things within your power and those beyond it. Or maybe, on a particularly challenging day, you find solace in the Stoic idea of amor fati, a love of one's fate. By making Stoic readings a nightly ritual, you are doing more than just enriching your intellectual reservoir. You are sculpting your soul, refining your character, and preparing yourself to face life's myriad challenges with grace, poise, and wisdom. Over time, these nightly sojourns into Stoicism transform you. No longer are you swayed by life's tempests. Instead, you stand tall, grounded in ancient wisdom, ready to turn every challenge into an opportunity for growth and enlightenment. In the vast canvas of nightly routines, reading from Stoic texts isn't just a brushstroke. It's the very colors that bring the entire masterpiece to life. Lesson number 5. Disconnect to reconnect. In the age of ceaseless notifications, endless streams of content, and the digital hum that underpins modern life, there emerges a Stoic call to action that's both profound and pertinent. The act of purposeful disconnection to truly reconnect. It's a curious paradox of our times. We're more connected than ever before with the world at our fingertips, yet for many, a genuine sense of connection seems ever elusive. Amid the barrage of emails, messages, and news, we often lose touch with the very core of our being, the silent, reflective center that defines who we are. The Stoics, though they lived in a time devoid of smartphones and social media, deeply understood the value of solitude and introspection. They recognized that true clarity doesn't emerge from constant engagement, but from moments of deliberate withdrawal. It's in the quiet spaces between our actions that we often find the most profound insights. Imagine a serene lake, its waters still. Each of our daily distractions is like a stone thrown into this lake, creating ripples and disturbing its tranquility. By evening, if we've thrown too many stones, the water becomes turbulent, mirroring the chaos of our minds. The act of disconnecting is like giving this lake a chance to return to its serene state. Now, this isn't an advocacy for complete detachment or shunning technology. Instead, it's about intentional disengagement. Perhaps it's turning off your phone an hour before bed, allowing the digital noise to fade and making space for quiet reflection. Maybe it's a few moments spent looking out of the window, observing the world without the lens of filters and pixels. As you immerse in this act of disconnection, you begin a deeper, more profound journey of reconnection. Reconnecting with your innermost thoughts and emotions, with the rhythm of your breath, with the simplicity of existence. Remember the times when joy was found not in a screen's glow, but in the pages of a gripping book, the soft strumming of a guitar, or a heart-to-heart conversation with a loved one. The Stoics were champions of this kind of reconnection. Marcus Aurelius often spoke of retreating into oneself. Seneca, in his letters, extolled the virtues of solitude and self-reflection. They realized that in disconnecting from external distractions, we find a bridge to our inner world. Every evening, as you consciously choose to disconnect, you're not just taking a break from the digital, you're embarking on a sacred journey back to yourself. It's a pilgrimage where each step away from the noise is a step closer to your core, a space of peace, wisdom, and unadulterated joy. Incorporate this practice into your nightly ritual, and you'll discover that in the heart of disconnection lies the most profound connection of all, the one with your very soul. You begin to understand that you're not just a drop lost in the vast ocean of digital information, but a boundless ocean in this tiny digital drop. And in this realization, you find freedom, clarity, and an inexhaustible wellspring of joy. Lesson number 6. Release what's beyond your control. As night envelopes the world, casting shadows and ushering in a realm of stars and dreams, there's a subtle invitation for us all, one that the Stoics fervently endorsed: the releasing of things, events, and outcomes beyond our grasp. The core of Stoic philosophy is a deep understanding of control, discerning what's within our purview and what isn't. Life, with all its unpredictability, throws a myriad of scenarios our way. Some we influence, many we don't. Clinging onto things beyond our control is like trying to catch the wind in a net, futile and frustrating. Consider the might of the universe, its vastness and grandeur, stars being born and dying, galaxies spinning in their cosmic dance. And here we are, on our tiny blue dot, often overwhelmed by circumstances, both significant and trivial. Epictetus once elegantly said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." In this wisdom lies the path to inner peace. Imagine holding onto a balloon, representing your worries, anxieties, and the outcomes you wish you could dictate. The tighter you grip, the more it strains against you. Now, what if you could just let it go? Watch it float away, carried by the winds of acceptance and understanding, rising higher until it's but a speck in the vast sky of existence. That's the essence of releasing. Every evening as you wind down, it's an opportunity to mentally and emotionally go through the events of the day, recognizing where you did your best, and also identifying what's not in your hands. Maybe it's the outcome of an important meeting, the reaction of a friend to something you said, or the ever-changing state of the world. By acknowledging and releasing these, you gift yourself tranquility and the freedom to focus on where you can genuinely make a difference. This nightly act of release is therapeutic. It's like unburdening your soul, allowing it to be light and unencumbered. With time, this practice morphs from a nightly ritual into a living philosophy. No longer are you swayed by every wind of external change. Instead, you become the eye of the storm, calm, centered, and in harmony, regardless of the chaos that may rage outside. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about the impermanence of things and our fleeting place within the universe. His words serve as a poignant reminder of the futility of clinging to what's beyond us. By internalizing this, nights become not just a rest for the body, but a sanctuary for the soul, a space where we acknowledge, accept, and let go. As you make this a part of your nightly routine, you'll find mornings greeting you with renewed vigor, clarity, and an unshakable peace, knowing that you're in harmony with the natural order of things, acting where you can, and gracefully releasing where you cannot. In this balance lies the epitome of Stoic wisdom and serenity. Lesson number 7. Set intentions for the next day. As the velvety curtain of night descends, a realm of possibility emerges, paving the way for a fresh dawn. But to truly harness the power of a new day, the Stoics believed in the art of setting intentions, not just plans. Intentions are more than mere tasks. They are the compass by which our inner spirit navigates, the North Star of our innermost aspirations. While the world today races after goals, targets, and quantifiable achievements, the Stoic perspective beckons us to a deeper, more profound ritual. It's not just about ticking boxes or racing through to-do lists. It's about grounding ourselves in our core values, aligning our actions with our principles, and approaching each day with a clarity of purpose. Imagine a ship setting sail without a defined course. Driven by the whims of the wind and the tides, it might drift aimlessly or even crash upon unforeseen shores. The intentions we set are akin to charting a course for the ship, ensuring its journey aligns with its desired destination. Each night, as you pause to contemplate the morrow, it's an opportunity to ask, what virtues do I wish to embody? What values do I want to manifest through my actions? Maybe it's the Stoic ideal of courage, facing a challenging situation head-on. Perhaps it's wisdom, choosing to listen more and speak less in a heated debate. Or it could be justice, ensuring fairness in a critical decision you need to make. This is not about plotting every minute or scripting every conversation. It's about cultivating a mindset, a guiding philosophy for the day ahead. By setting intentions grounded in Stoic principles, we infuse our actions with purpose and meaning. Each task becomes more than a mere activity. It becomes a reflection of our inner ideals. Seneca once remarked, "If one does not know to which port one is sailing, no wind is favorable." By setting intentions, you're defining your port, making every breeze, every challenge, every joy, a favorable wind propelling you forward. Over time, this practice transforms not just our nights and days, but our very lives. No longer do we find ourselves adrift in the vast ocean of existence. We become master navigators, steering our ship with unwavering determination, even amidst life's most tempestuous storms. As the whispers of ancient Stoic wisdom echo through the corridors of time, we find that their teachings are not just philosophies to ponder, but actionable steps to embrace. Each night, as the world around us quiets and we stand on the threshold of rest and renewal, we hold in our hands the keys to a life of deeper meaning, intention, and inner peace. But Stoicism, like any great philosophy, is not just about understanding, it's about application. It thrives when we integrate its teachings into the very fabric of our daily lives. And what better time to do so than at the close of the day, when we can reflect, realign, and set the stage for the dawn that awaits.